everyone, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's Beauty Blog. For those of you that are new here, hi! My name is Jen and I am a licensed esthetician in the state of California. Well, welcome to today's video, which has been a highly requested video for my Nebulyft device fans. So in today's video, I am going to be demonstrating what I call a Nebulyft facial, but with a twist is I am going to be comparing the R1 and the N1 at the same time. So in the demonstration, I am going to use the R1 on one side of my face, and then I'm going to use the N1 on the other side of my face, so you guys could see if there's a difference in my skin. I love the Nebulyft Radio Frequency devices. They are my absolute favorite radio frequency devices on the market for my skin. I have hypersensitive skin that is reactive to heat and touch and a lot of fragrance and products. And a lot of the other radio frequency devices on the market, they cause a lot of inflammation in my skin. They also cause dehydration and dryness in my skin to the point where I can't use them and my skin does not look good after the treatment. With the Nebulyft radio frequency devices, they have a patented technology, which is this nebula of radio frequency micro dots. They're actually gold micro dots. The technology is patented, but the way that these deliver the radio frequency heat energy into the skin, it is a gentle and precise way that it doesn't heat up the tissues under the skin to where it will cause that inflammation and dehydration and dryness in the skin that is associated with radio frequency. So what is the difference between these two devices? Well, I'm going to tell you in just a sec. So real quick, Nebulyft is having a special sale. It starts on March 17th and it runs till March 19th, 2023. And let me tell you about this sale really quick. So the R1 is going to be 25% off. And with purchase, you will get a free gift of a 20 millimeter size. This is a full size, but you'll get a free gift of a 20 millimeter size of their Coconut Gentle Moisturizing Cleanser. Now, the N1 is going to be 10% off, and your free gift with purchase is going to be a pack of 5 of their Botanical Hyaluronic Acid Sheet Masks. So great free gifts that are involved with this purchase. And their gel is going to be 30% off, and their cleanser is going to be 30% off, and their 5-pack of sheet masks will also be 30% off. And again, this sale runs from March 17th, St. Patty's Day, through March 19th. Sorry for the interruption, guys. Now let's go over these devices. So Nebulyft has a patented technology, which is this nebula of gold radio frequency electrodes. And it's called URF Thera. This is a patented technology which delivers the radio frequency energy at sub-millimeter precision, reducing daily treatment time to 10 minutes, which allows for a progressive adaptive treatment for various skin types and facial areas. So we have the R1 here. So the R1 has 256 micro radio frequency dots. It has a precise temperature control and monitoring of up to 107 degrees Fahrenheit. We have the mechanical button. This is your power button right here. You press it to turn on the device, which I had it on. And then here is your temperature control button. Now the R1 has 5 levels, meaning 1 the lowest and 5 the highest. It is always recommended that you start out at level 1 and work your way up. Now we have the N1, which the N1 has 300 titanium gold micro radio frequency dots. The head is also ceramic, which allows it to heat up quicker and to stay evenly heated throughout your treatment. It is a bigger head compared to the R1. As you can see, it is much bigger. And it also delivers precise temperature control of 107 degrees Fahrenheit. Now you have your one touch LED power and control button here. So I'm going to turn it off. So you don't have to press this, you just simply hold your finger over it and it will turn on. And you have 3 levels. So you have level 1, which is sensitive mode. You have level 2, which is normal skin mode. And you have level 3, which is intense. And you also have a LED progress bar here. So after you complete each area, it keeps going down. And when you get to the last LED light here flashing, that means it's going to be the end of your treatment. So, and when you are using the N1 on your skin, you don't have to worry, because once it senses it's on your skin, if you press the power button, it will not turn off or change the level of the temperature setting. So that is the 2 devices. Now, you guys are going to go into the demo and I'm going to demonstrate both of these devices. And the question that I get the most is, which one is better? And I think that they're both fabulous. I love both devices. And I always say the best one is the one that fits your skin needs and your budget. Now, I will say that this one does have more horsepower in the sense that it does heat up quicker. And I find that at level 3 on this, it does feel warmer than level 5 on the R1. However, I get a great treatment from both devices. My skin looks instantly tighter and firmer after each treatment with both devices. Now, another reason why I love the Nebulyft devices so much is not only because is it a safe radio frequency device that I can use for my hypersensitive skin, but after each treatment, my skin looks so glowy, it's tighter and it's firmer, and I can go out right after I use this treatment without having to worry about my skin being super red and inflamed. I could just follow through with the rest of my skincare and throw on makeup, and it looks like I just had a facial. So I always love to use my Nebulifts right before a special evening or an event, just to make my skin look like I just had a facial. So I love these devices. They're absolutely amazing. So they're my favorite radio frequency devices on the market, and I just love them so much. Now, I use mainly the N1 device on my skin, and I use the R1 for when I travel. That's just the way it has been, but however, once in a while, I will switch it up and I'll go with my R1, and then I'll switch back to my N1. It just depends. I have both devices and I do use both of them. Now, as far as the skincare products that they have on sale too and that they carry is the Coconut Moisturizing Gentle Cleanser. So this does contain coconut in it. So if you are allergic to coconut, I wouldn't recommend it for you. So this cleanser is a really nice cleanser. It comes out in a phone. I do demonstrate it in the video. And when you apply it to the skin, it does have a nice gentle lather, but it feels moisturizing on the skin too. So it completely removes all your makeup and the oils in your skincare from your skin, and it leaves your skin feeling nice and clean without stripping it. So it is a love. My favorite conductive gel to use with the Nebulyft devices is actually their organic botanical soothing gel. This is like my 5th bottle. I love this gel. So this gel does contain lavender extract in it, just so you guys know. So if you're sensitive to lavender, this may not be right for you. It is very lightly scented of lavender. And I actually have issues with lavender with my skin, but I have never had any issues of irritation or inflammation or any kind of reactions with my skin with using this gel. I have tested for you guys the Nebulyft with other gels, and this is by far my favorite and where I see the most results. When I test the Nebulyft with other conductive gels, I do find that I don't feel the heat from the RF as much. So I'm not sure if they are working, but this one still stands out to be my favorite. They also have the two gels, which I thought I had one in here. I do. They have the gels that come with your device, which usually sorry about the noise, come with two of these. And this gel is actually really good too. And it's a little bit thicker than the organic botanical soothing gel, but this works just as good too. So the Nebulyft gels are both a favorite. And this one in particular I love because it also doubles as a nice hydration mask, and you can follow through with your other devices right after your radio frequency treatments by using this gel. Sometimes I'll just throw on some more gel, or I'll spray a conductive mist that has conductive properties in it and just follow through with microcurrent right after with no issues. The Botanical Hyaluronic Acid Sheet Masks. These are my absolute favorite sheet masks. They feel so soothing and cooling on the skin. It's amazing right after your radio frequency treatment, but they really plump up my skin and calm it down. These I use often for when I feel like my skin is inflamed. I'll just throw one of these on and it just instantly soothes and calms it. But this just like, it's got like not a thick viscosity serum in here, but kind of like a medium one. But the skin just soaks it up so nicely and it just feels so like silky on the skin. I just absolutely love these sheet masks. All right, so those are the products and those are the two devices. Now you guys are gonna go into my demo video right now, and I hope you enjoy it, and I will close out with you at the end. Mwah. I'll see you. Aloha everyone, and welcome to this demonstration. I am going to be demonstrating a few things from Nebulyft, and I'm calling this a Nebulyft facial. Now, first off, we're going to start off with cleansing our skin with their Coconut Moisturizing Gentle Cleanser. Now, if you purchase the R1 during this sale, you get a free 20 millimeter size of the Coconut Moisturizing Gentle Cleanser. Then after that, we're going to go in with one side of the face. I'm going to use the R1 on this side, and then I'm going to go in on the other side and I'm going to use the N1 on this side. So you could see the difference in both devices. And then I will be using their Organic Botanical Soothing Gel. This is my favorite gel to use with the Nebulyft. I've used other gels with the Nebulyft and I feel like I don't feel the radio frequency in my skin as much as with this gel. Now this gel was designed specifically to use with the Nebulyft devices, and you can use it for your microcurrent and other devices too. It has like a thinner consistency. I always recommend using a conductive mist with it. But it is a favorite gel of mine. I love it because it's so hydrating on the skin, and you can also use it as a hydrating mask. Now this does contain lavender extract in it. It doesn't smell strong. It has a nice, hint of lavender in it. I've been using this for almost a year now and I haven't had any reactions to my skin. And then if you purchase the R1, you get a free 5-pack of their Botanical Hyaluronic Acid Sheet Mask. I love these sheet masks. They are so beautiful. They really hydrate and plump up your skin. It's a perfect sheet mask to use after your Nebulyft treatment. You don't have to use it every time, but it's nice to use it, a couple times a week. So this is our Nebulyft facial. So what I'm gonna do first is I am going to cleanse my skin with the Coconut Moisturizing Cleanser. And how I like to perform my Nebulyft treatments is I like to cleanse my skin. Then I go in with my red LED light therapy to stimulate that ATP in the skin. And then I'll go in with my radio frequency treatment with my Nebulyft. And then from there, I usually like to follow with microcurrent after. And the reason why I like to do microcurrent after is because our skin is already going to be infused with all this hydration. It's a perfect time, and the tissues are going to be warmed up as well, for you to go in with your microcurrent treatment. It's a beautiful facial when you have time. Now, the Nebulyft is designed to use every day, and the results are accumulative. And I've mentioned this before, I love the Nebulyft radio frequency devices because they deliver the radio frequency energy into the skin in a gentle way that doesn't cause inflammation, dehydration, or dryness that is associated with radio frequency. It also doesn't heat up those tissues under the skin to where it gets too hot that leads to inflammation and other issues in the skin, such as pigmentation. All right, so I just threw up my hair, this cute Nebulyft headband. They sent this to me, months ago when they were having like a special with this box when you made a purchase. And I absolutely love this headband. It's so cute. Sometimes I like to take the bow and put it off to the side. They don't have them on their site now, but I absolutely love it. So let's start off with cleansing my skin. So I'm going to go ahead and give the gentle, or the coconut moisturizing gentle cleanser, a nice little shake. Then I'm going to take some water and I'm going to dampen my skin. Now, I could really use this treatment right now because I am a bit dehydrated. You know, it's just been a really stressful week. Like this was Thursday was like one of the most stressful days I've had in a long time. It was crazy. And what I love about the Nebulyft device is it's so relaxing to use. It just has this really gentle heat on the skin. It feels really good. It's a quick treatment. I mean, you can do a treatment anywhere from 10 to 14 minutes, just depending on the areas that you're going to go over. And, you know, it's 2 minutes per area, but you can work each area for 4 minutes if you'd like. So let's go in with our gentle moisturizing cleanser. Now, I have a couple pumps here. This is very concentrated and it's very creamy to the touch when you apply it to the skin. And I'm just going to add some water because my skin really soaked up that water. Now, I need a little bit more. This does slightly lather on the skin. It gives your skin a really good cleanse without stripping the oils. Okay. So if you see these bruises, don't mind. I've been working on my fascia. I had some really bad fascia adhesions in my arms. I'm still continuing to work it. And this Monday, I'm starting block therapy, which if you guys have watched my latest video from the New You series when I was demonstrating a tool, the Omna, and I mentioned block therapy in there, and that's just it's fascia therapy for your whole entire body, focusing on like deep fascial holds. That really helps with your healthy aging program. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and go in and remove the cleanser. It removes very easy from the skin. Now I have used this cleanser right before microcurrent too, and it works perfectly fine. If you guys are searching for a cleanser to use right before your microcurrent that doesn't block the currents, this is really good too. But, you know, as I always mention, be sure to check the list of ingredients to make sure it's right for you. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my LED light therapy, and I will be back in a second to perform our Nebulyft treatment. See you in a second. Okay, so red LED light therapy is complete. Now we're ready to get into our Nebulyft devices. So I'm going to start off with the R1 on this side. And then once we complete this side, I'm going to do this half of my forehead, this half of my cheek, and lower jaw area at the same time. And then I'm going to do underneath my chin as well. So your R1, well, both devices, it's always recommended that you start off at level 1. With the R1, you have 5 temperature settings. Always start out at level 1 and work your way up. I am at level 5 on the R1. So we're gonna go ahead and start that. And I can use level 5 all over. On the R1, I can't use level 3 all over, and I'll get into that when we get into that side. So I'm gonna take my Nebulyft gel, and I'm gonna take 3 pumps and put it on the head. And then I'm gonna turn it on by this side button here. And we're gonna just press this button all the way until level 5. And then we're just gonna go ahead and do this half. I probably used too much gel for this half, but that's okay. So I'm just going to work this for 2 minutes into my forehead. And once the 2 minutes is up, it will buzz. Now, you do not want to use radio frequency around your eyes, okay? And when you're using radio frequency, you don't want to hold it in one spot. You always want to keep the head moving. Now, what I love about the R1 is the shape of the head. It fits all around the face and those tiny little areas that are hard to get. And, you know, honestly, both of these devices are really, really lovely. It's all which one you find that fits your skin and your budget. You can't go wrong with either one. Now, I will say, you know, with the N1, it does have the N1, it has, the head is ceramic and the gold dots are titanium, and they're sorry, the RF dots are titanium. And this one definitely has more horsepower than the R1. So, and what I mean by that is that it delivers the energy into the skin at more horsepower than the R1 does. I hope that that makes sense. So, and it also heats up quickly as well. So you have a larger head. So it just beeped. So we're gonna go on to my cheek area. So I'm gonna take 4 pumps of the gel. So it delivers the energy at more horsepower into the skin. So first what I like to do is just go in with the gel. So I'm going to go in slow motions. And then I'm just gonna work this whole area, avoiding my eye area. So I started off with the R1, testing it, and I saw great results. It made me fall in love with the Nebulyft. And I'm also gonna work this half of my chin too. So, and I just absolutely love these radio frequency devices. But I will say, because of the N1, I do see faster results just because it has, I think it's 128 more of the micro radio frequency dots. I'll put it down here on the screen difference. I think I mentioned it before I filmed this demo as well in the introduction. So, and I feel also at level 3 on the N1, it's definitely warmer than at level 5 on the R1. They're both fabulous devices and you can't go wrong with either one. Now, every time I do my Nebulyft treatment, my skin instantly looks tighter and firmer. And it always has this beautiful glow to it, like I just had a facial. And you can definitely perform this treatment. So it just buzzed. So I'm gonna go underneath my chin here, take some couple of drops here. I'm gonna go underneath my chin and work that little section of my neck. Now, you can use this on your neck, and you can use it on your chest too. Now, I hear conflicting information about using radio frequency directly on your thyroid. I mean, radio frequency is in the skin and it doesn't reach down to the muscle. So, but you know, the Nebulyft isn't clear to use over your thyroid. So if you're thinking about using it, do it at your own risk. You know, some devices are cleared to use over your thyroid and some aren't. And usually you have to, you know, look in the device manufacturer's manual to see if it is. And if they tell you to avoid areas, then you should avoid the areas because it's not cleared to use in those areas, like around your eyes. And I personally would not use radio frequency around my eyes because the skin is very thin there and your fat pads around the eyes are, you know, closer to the skin versus right here. And there's a good chance that you could just melt those fat pads and it will make your eyes look worse than they are. There's a couple of devices out there in the market that have radio frequency that you can use around your eyes, and I say avoid it. Avoid it, avoid it. Okay. So this is just going to be a quick treatment. I'm just demonstrating both devices. So we're done for this side because I've gotten a request to do side-by-side comparison of both devices. So you could see if there is a difference. Now, visibly, I don't think you're gonna really see a difference. And where that difference will come is your results. So I put 3 pumps of the gel here, and I'm gonna turn it on. So you have a LED light control on the N1. And so I'm gonna turn it on. It has 3 levels. Level 1 is sensitive mode. Level 2 is normal skin mode, and level 3 is intense, which is for people who, you know, don't have any sensitivities in their skin, or they've worked their way up to this, but always start out at level 1. So I like to use level 2 for normal skin on my forehead. And then what I like to do is I will bump it up to level 3 on the rest of my face. Now, to me, level 2 on the N1 feels like level 1 on the R1. Okay. So you have a larger head on the N1 and it covers a larger area, and it's still designed to fit in the smaller areas of the face. So yeah, I love my Nebulyft treatments. They feel so, so good. And if you're wondering why I use level 2 versus level 3 on my forehead, is because the skin is thinner there and I can feel the heat more so. And level 3 is just too much for my forehead, and I find that level 2 is perfect, where level 5 on the R1, I can use it all over. Okay, so now we're going to put 4 pumps of the gel, and I'm gonna bump it up to level 3. And I first like to just spread the gel over, and then we'll just keep working the area. You'll see that my face is gonna get pinker on this side because the level 3 intense is a little bit intense. But it's not too intense. It feels really good on my skin. And I have no issues with inflammation whatsoever. With both devices, I've never had any issues with inflammation on my skin, dehydration, or dryness that radio frequency can cause with the skin. It's very important that you keep your skin well hydrated, you know, before and after your radio frequency treatments. Feels so good. Like, this is so relaxing. Like, right now I just want to take a nap after this. And I prefer to use my Nebulyft at night because it's just so relaxing. Feels so good. I also love to use it right before a special event because it just instantly firms and tightens my skin. Okay, so now we're gonna take I'm gonna take 3 pumps and we're gonna work, oops. And then we're gonna work this area. So if the Nebulyft, when it's on your skin, it doesn't, when you have the LED control, since it's so easy to switch on and off or between the levels, but when it's actually on your skin, it will not switch the levels. It's when you remove it from the skin, then you can switch the levels. So you can, with your quadrants, your forehead is one area, your cheek is an area, your upper lip and your lower area is an area where you can just do this area at the same time. And then right underneath your jaw is an area. However, you can use it on your neck and you can use it on your chest. So you could either do a quick 10-minute treatment, you can do a 14-minute treatment, or you can make it a little bit longer, just not using it over 20 minutes, where you can do like 4 minutes in those areas that are problem areas. Okay, so now we're finished. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the conductive gel. Normally I would leave this on as a mask or leave it on and perform microcurrent right after, but we are going to use the Botanical Hyaluronic Acid Sheet Mask. I mean, you could just throw this on top of the mask too if you wanted to, but we're gonna compare the sides and see if we see a difference. So let me go ahead and remove this gel. I love this gel. You can just use it as a nice hydrating mask too if you wanted to. You don't necessarily only have to use it for when you use your device. It is so, so good. So I love it. And I find I get the best results with my Nebulyft treatments with the organic botanical soothing gel. Okay, so here is my skin after. So this side does look a little bit tighter and firmer, but what I really want you guys to look at with my skin is it's not super red like a lobster, and it doesn't look inflamed whatsoever. I absolutely love both of these devices. Like I said, the best one for you is the one that fits your budget. So now let's go in with the Botanical Hyaluronic Acid Mask. So this is both hydrating and soothing to the skin. So here it is. There's a lot of serum in here. So we're going to go ahead and put this on the skin. Now you could use these up to 2 to 3 times a week if you want to. I love these sheet masks. They are like my favorite. I'm serious, and I'm so happy that they are now available for individual purchase. So I'm just going to remove this top plastic sheet here, and I'm going to apply the mask. And the serum on this mask, it's not too thin and it's not too thick. There's no scent to the mask, and I love to put this like right up around underneath my eyes too. Oh my gosh, it feels so good. It just instantly feels so soothing and cooling to the skin. Not that I need any like soothing or cooling, but this is just going to boost the hydration of my skin. And then what I like to do is I like to take the remaining serum in the packet, and I like to put this on my neck and my chest. So there's still quite a bit in there. And as you can see, it fits pretty good on my face too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna leave this on for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll take it off, come back and take a look at my skin, and you can see it after. So see you in a sec. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes since I've had this mask on. Now, I will tell you, this mask is still going strong, and I can leave it on for up to 30 minutes if I wanted to, and it just like is so hydrating. Now, one of the other things I forgot to mention why I love this mask is the design of it, because you know, sometimes when you get sheet masks, you have the gapes right in certain areas where, you know, the sheet mask can't like fully fit in the area and it's not completely touching the skin. Well, this mask is really easy to where you don't have to cut it before. You can just like kind of stretch it and press it down to get all the areas of your face, so nothing is left untreated. So let's go ahead and take this off. Now, as far as what to do after this mask, I would highly recommend that you go in and perform your microcurrent treatment, because everything is prepped. Your tissues are all nice and warmed up and hydrated and plumped up, that it's the perfect opportunity to go in with microcurrent right after. Your skin and your muscles will receive the treatment really well because of that loaded hydration we have in the skin. Because as we all know, electricity takes the path of least resistance. So when your skin is dehydrated, it's not fully getting in there and reaching its potential. So when your skin is hydrated from the inside out, especially after this treatment with the sheet mask, it is a perfect opportunity to go in with microcurrent. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Otherwise, you can just go in with the rest of your skincare, and that is it, and you could be done. So if you just take a look at my skin, it looks so good. It's calm, it's soothed, it has this beautiful radiant glow to it, and I just love these Nebulyft Radio Frequency devices and all the products that they have available that go with this treatment. Everything has been wonderful for my skin. And you know, if you're deciding on whether they're right for you, this is the reason why I did this video, so you can see everything in action. Because for me personally, what helps me is to see a full demonstration of everything so I can decide whether it's right for my skin or my skin needs. And as you guys all know, I have hypersensitive skin and it's reactive to touch. And you can see from here on my skin after performing this treatment, it's ready to go for a special event. And I don't have to worry about any inflammation, redness, dryness, or dehydration in my skin. And that is the beauty and the reason why I love Nebulyft devices and all of their products as well. And I hope that you found that this video was helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye everyone. I hope you found that this demonstration was very helpful in comparing both the devices, and you can see them both in action on my skin. I love both of these devices. They are my favorite radio frequency device for my skin. And I love all the products that Nebulyft carries as well, as you can see from that demonstration video. Now, with the Nebulyft devices, it is recommended that you use them daily, so your results are going to be accumulative. But after every treatment, your skin will have a beautiful glow. Your skin's gonna look tighter and firmer. Your pores are gonna be minimized. And you don't have to worry about your skin being red or inflamed before your special event. You can just carry on with your skincare and makeup if you're going out or to a special event. So I love these devices. And again, that sale is running from Friday, March 17th through through March 19th, okay? All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Sending you all so much love and light. Aloha.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day.